Before we begin, subscribe to the channel and stay with us until the very end of this video, because what you're about to hear may completely change the way you see yourself and the way women see you. And if you're over 65, leave a comment below sharing your experience. You might discover that what you thought was invisible is actually one of your greatest strengths. Now, let's uncover the shocking truth. Most men believe that after 65, attraction is a game they no longer get to play. They assume women see them only as old, past their prime, or irrelevant in the world of desire. But the shocking truth women rarely admit is this: they are secretly drawn to qualities in older men that younger men simply cannot replicate. These truths are often hidden, sometimes even denied, because women themselves don't always want to reveal the depth of their attraction. But once you see them, you'll realize that your age is not your weakness, it's your hidden strength. The first shocking truth is that women admire the calm assurance men develop with age. Younger men often radiate insecurity. They chase, they compete, they overcompensate. But a man at 65 has nothing to prove. His calmness is magnetic. His silence carries weight. His presence fills the room without effort. Women notice this, and it drives them crazy because it signals strength without aggression, authority without arrogance. Another truth is that women admire stability more than they admit. A man at 65 has usually built a life, created order, and established a rhythm. Even if he's not wealthy, his sense of grounding, his ability to stand firm, and his reliability become irresistible. Younger men may bring chaos, but older men bring peace. And peace is seductive in ways men don't realize. The third truth is that women find wisdom attractive. They admire the perspective that comes from years of experience. They secretly long for conversations that go beyond superficial topics, for guidance that feels grounded in reality, for a man whose eyes reflect decades of lessons learned. Women may not shout this truth from rooftops, but they crave it. And here's another. Women admire the scars. The wrinkles, the gray hair, the weathered hands, they tell stories. They represent survival, resilience, and authenticity. Younger men chase perfection, but older men embody reality. Women secretly admire this because it's raw, honest, and deeply human. Let's dig even deeper into the shocking truths women hide about attraction to men over 65. One truth is that women admire restraint. By this age, men have learned the value of patience, of holding back, of listening instead of rushing. Women may not say it openly, but they feel more comfortable, more valued, and more desired when a man doesn't push or pressure. That patience creates safety, and safety creates desire. Another hidden truth is admiration for independence. Men at 65 often live with a sense of identity that doesn't depend on constant validation. They are comfortable in their own skin. Women admire this self-sufficiency, even if they don't confess it. It makes them feel they're choosing a partner who wants them, not one who needs them to feel complete. Women also admire humor in older men. But it's not the same kind of humor as in youth. It's more grounded, self-aware, and charming. It doesn't come from trying too hard, it comes naturally. Women secretly crave this balance of wisdom and playfulness because it creates lightness without immaturity. Another shocking truth, women admire the way older men value time. They've learned how short and precious life is. When a man over 65 chooses to spend time with a woman, it feels intentional. He's not wasting her time, and he's not wasting his. That deliberate presence makes her feel special. Women may not say it, but it drives them wild. And finally, women admire peace. Not just the absence of chaos, but the active cultivation of balance. A man who has lived long enough to choose peace over drama becomes magnetic. Women secretly admire this because it's rare, and because it makes them feel safe in ways that younger men often cannot provide. So the shocking truth is this: women may hide it, but they are deeply attracted to the qualities men over 65 carry naturally. And once you recognize this, you'll stop underestimating yourself and start embracing the value you already have. Here's another shocking truth women rarely confess. They admire the emotional strength of men over 65. Life teaches everyone hard lessons, but men who reach this stage of life with resilience radiate something women find irresistible. They've endured heartbreaks, disappointments, financial struggles, family challenges, and yet they stand tall. This strength doesn't come with arrogance. It comes with quiet assurance. Women feel drawn to it because it represents protection, stability, and reliability. Even if they don't say it, they sense it deeply. Another truth is admiration for mentorship. By 65, men have lived enough to gather stories, lessons, and advice worth sharing. Women often feel inspired when a man can guide with kindness, when he can teach without controlling, when he can share wisdom without belittling. This ability to mentor, whether in relationships, in life, or in simple decisions, becomes attractive. Women may not admit it out loud, but they secretly crave a man who can inspire them with depth. Let's not forget the allure of authenticity. At this stage, men no longer wear masks. They've outgrown the need to impress everyone. They say what they mean, they live by their values, and they accept who they are. Women admire this honesty because it feels rare in a world full of pretenders. They may not say it, but they admire the courage of a man who lives authentically, who is unapologetically himself. Another hidden truth is admiration for loyalty. A man at 65 often understands the true meaning of commitment. He knows the value of keeping promises, of being present, of honoring his word. Women admire this because loyalty has become so scarce. It drives them crazy to know they can trust him fully, that his love is not fleeting but grounded. And then there's the physical presence of older men. While society pushes the image of youth as beauty, many women secretly admire the distinguished look of older men. The salt and pepper hair, the seasoned hands, the slower but more deliberate movements. These are signs of depth, of life lived. Women notice, even when they don't confess. Another shocking truth is admiration for gratitude. Men who've lived decades understand the value of small things. They don't take life for granted. They appreciate moments, people, and love. When a man expresses gratitude, it makes women feel treasured. That feeling of being cherished is one of the most intoxicating experiences a woman can have, and older men often give it naturally. Finally, women admire balance. By 65, a man has learned to balance seriousness with joy, discipline with relaxation, ambition with contentment. This balance is magnetic because it promises a life of harmony. Women may not tell you directly, but they crave that kind of steadiness, and it drives them crazy to find it in a man. As we reach the end, let's gather all these truths into one picture. Women hide many of their attractions because they fear judgment, or because they don't want to reveal their deepest desires. But the shocking truth is clear. Men over 65 possess qualities that ignite admiration and attraction, far more than they realize. Women admire wisdom, the perspective that only decades can bring. They admire calmness, the ability to remain steady in storms. They admire humor, rich, playful, and self-aware. They admire authenticity, living without masks or games. They admire resilience, strength carried with dignity. They admire loyalty, commitment proven through time. They admire gratitude, the appreciation of life and love. And they admire peace, the rare ability to cultivate harmony in a chaotic world. The shocking truth is that while men often see themselves as less attractive because of age, women secretly go crazy for the very qualities that age refines. They don't always say it, they may even deny it. But their actions, their admiration, and their attention reveal it. So here's the message every man over 65 needs to hear. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop thinking you've lost the game. The truth is, you've only grown stronger in the areas that matter most. Attraction is not about chasing youth, it's about embodying depth. And here's my call to you. If you're listening right now, share your story in the comments. Have you noticed women admiring you in ways you didn't expect? Have you realized that your age is not a weakness but a source of power? Tell us, because your words may open another man's eyes to the truth. Men 65 plus carry an attraction most don't even realize. And the shocking truth women hide is this: they see it, they feel it, and it drives them crazy.